Welcome to the Black Belt Update for May and June. We're going to be talking a lot about development, but more importantly, your development. What are you going to do once you achieve your Black Belt? What is it that you want to accomplish? What is it that you want to represent? What is it that you want to grow to and become? So this whole month, we're putting together our list of things, and we talk a little bit about how we develop our life skills, where you are in the process, but more importantly, what are you going to do with all these newfound skills? So we are trying to develop future leaders, and you are one of those leaders. We're going to teach you how to use the life skills you've developed on your way to becoming a black belt, and now it's time for service. What are you going to do with those skills? Will you help someone else become a black belt? Will you help someone else in your community? Will you serve as a role model for younger people, whether they're martial artists or not? Will you take this skill that you have now and develop something in your further community to help others? Inside our school, we have different paths for you as well. Will you become an athlete, a competitive athlete, maybe compete in forms or in fighting forms? Will you become a coach and help the younger athletes realize their dreams for competitive excellence? Will you become a referee and judge and become those who help us ascertain skill levels that will teach others where they are in the matrix? Will you become part of our leadership team and lead other groups so that they too can achieve their dreams in the martial arts? Or will you become one of our assistant instructors on the path to becoming a master level instructor? So over the next coming months, after you've achieved your black belt, during that 6-month period, we're going to choose one of those 4 paths for you. Leadership team, competition team, demonstration team, or assistant instructor. The choice is yours and the power is in your hands. This month we've been talking about perseverance and the idea that you need to stay to your challenges. In that talk, I talk a little bit about the idea that we don't run from our challenges, we run to our challenges. And in fact, we run through our challenges. Because it is only through challenging ourselves, accepting those challenges and those challengers, that we can become better than we could have been. Because without them, how do we measure ourselves? How do we achieve higher goals? How do we achieve higher dreams if we don't know where we need to start? For me, it was through competition that I realized my true passion, which was trying to do my best and be my best in these competitive arenas. I then took those competitive arenas and I changed them from the competition area for Taekwondo and fighting into law school, becoming one of my best that I could be in law school. After that, in business or in service as an ethics commissioner for the Olympic Council of Asia and ANOC, the Association of National Olympic Committees. I find that every time that I think about something, I want to rise to the top of it. I want to challenge myself to be the best that I can be. So I want you to challenge yourself to be the best that you can be. What is your full and true potential, and how do you maximize it? But more importantly, how do you realize it? It is only by accepting the challenges that present themselves or finding new challenges that you can master and defeat. When we are challenged or we find a challenger, they're helping us. They're helping us become better than we would have been without them. So rise to the challenge. Challenge yourself. Find the way that you can be the best that you can be in whatever arena you choose. I have never had to face anything that could overwhelm the native optimism and stubborn perseverance that I was blessed with, said Supreme Court Justice Sotomayor. It always seemed impossible until it is done. And this was the great freedom fighter, Nelson Mandela, who escaped imprisonment to continue to fight for his people and for the rights of everyone. Life is not easy for any of us, but what of that? We must have perseverance and, above all, confidence in ourselves. We must believe that we are gifted for something and that this thing must be attained, said the scientist Madame Curie, who discovered many things that others couldn't and fought and continued to persevere. Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do, said the great soccer player Pelé. Every amazing accomplishment in my life has been the result of never giving up or giving in. We are greater than the challenges that we face, and we are always greater than the challengers we run from. Never run from your future, because you are greater than you know. This is the idea that you are challenged, and in that challenge and not giving up, you will realize things you never could have by not giving up. You will attain greater accomplishments than you ever could have dreamed of. Never run from a challenge or a challenger. Challenge yourself. It is through that challenge that you will grow, you will learn what you do not know, and you will create things that you did not ever think you could. Creativity is a result of desperation. Desperation for a solution, desperation for an answer, and the idea that you don't give up. You are destined to fail if you don't ever try. And you are destined to succeed eventually if you persevere and never give up. By never giving up, you open the door to more possibilities and more options for success. At the moment that you cease to continue is the moment that you do fail, because all the options and potential for success are gone. It is only through succeeding and trying to succeed that you can be successful. Challenge yourself, challenge those around you, but more importantly, challenge failure, and you will be successful.